Crikey, Monster House is heading down under.
This week, Monster House goes on a walkabout.
Basically, everything that I'm about is Aboriginal culture and survival of it.
I think that's as deep as we've ever gotten on Monster House.
Damn, I'm good.
It's got its ups. First one. It's got its downs.
We're running out of time.
I just assumed when Winnie took on her role that she had started to think about how this was all gonna work out.
This week, it's Monster Outback House.
Our house was plain and simple. It was safe and normal. It was nice and sweet, but we all agreed we could use a change. And then something happened that was very strange, 'cause a van showed up, all our stuff went flying, and my mom was crying till the job was done. Now it's a monster house. It's a monster house. It's a monster house, and we all just love it. It's a monster house.
Meet the Souls family. Their dream is to travel down under.
You know, I'd like to go to the Australian region, you know, the Great Barrier Reef, the Opera House.
And I've kind of wanted to explore Australia. I always wanted to go there.
I was a little afraid at first when Australia outback, but I'm more open to it now.
I wanted a monster house, so when I said sure.
Our style definitely is built around the family.
My friends come over a lot after school.
There was always somebody's house that you liked going to better than the rest. This is the one.
But are they willing to hand their keys over to a builder in hot pants and spend the week holed up in a coachman? To send this house to Australia, Steve calls in Universal Studios production designer Chris Williams.
All right, well, we got ourselves a big house. So the room straight back here in the back that leads out to the patio. So this is the room I think that we should start our focus in. I think the kids kind of took this room over a little bit. They've got a teenage boy, teenage girl. They picked an Outback theme, and anything that screams Outback to you, that's exactly what we should do in here. This is a perfect place for a snack bar.
I think if we get the countertop shaped like a boomerang, and then we do some cladding of some corrugated tin on it, throw some lighting in there, maybe a microwave, refrigerator, small one in there.
We'll give it a name. We'll call this the Boomerang Snack Shack right here.
Cool. Yeah.
The shack will have a boomerang countertop along with a built-in refrigerator and microwave oven.
So I don't like this entertainment center we got going on right here. It's not gonna work in this Outback theme. Now, one thing that you see a lot of when you're in the Outback, you know, you see a lot of the Land Cruisers, those old ones. And that's how people are getting around. And if there's some way we could work one of those big Land Cruisers in here and make that the entertainment center.
Take that thing, cut it in half. Inside the hood, where the engine compartment is, we can put all their AV equipment in there, DVD, VCR inside. We could access it from the front, maybe put a television inside where the windshield is, plasma screen. Windshield folds down.
I love that stuff. See, you're making me happy. So that is the Land Cruiser Entertainment Center. That's perfect. Right.
The Land Cruiser's windshield will become a plasma screen TV with all the components hidden under the hood.
This, my friend, is not gonna do. An easy chair and a rocking chair just ain't gonna pull it off.
Out in the Outback, there's this large rock formation out there. It's called Ayers Rock.
Right.
And I think maybe this is a good area that what we can do is take this Ayers Rock and turn it into a sofa, have a reveal.
Open that bad boy up, and there's your sofa. And the best part about it is people are gonna walk in this room and go, what the hell is that big red rock right in the middle of the room?
A replica of Ayers Rock will open up to become a sofa.
I think we should move outside, see what we got going on up there, because we've got this great deck out here that's huge. I gotta see a crocodile or an alligator somewhere.
What if we have a crocodile up here, top head of it, like a big saltwater crocodile, come out, cant off this, like a big canopy.
Like a table and chairs in here or something?
There you go, yeah.
That's it, the crocodile awning.
The deck will be extended 6 feet and crowned with a massive crocodile head awning.
You can't have shrimp on the Barbie without having a Barbie.
Sure.
You know? So we've got to do a down under barbecue. We'll move the spa somewhere else.
We could do a surround with some corrugated tin.
Yeah, we'll dress it out just like the inside, and we'll just have our big barbecue right there.
The family's unused spa will be replaced with a down under barbecue.
Chris, cool. I think you got your mind in the right place, brother. You hooked it up for me.
It's Monday.
It's the dawn of day one, and Crocodile Watson appears on the horizon with this week's team.
No worries, mate. This week, Monster House is heading down under.
Crikey!
G'day.
Travis Flora, set builder.
Good day.
Wendy Schmidt, prop maker.
Cheers, mate.
Johnny Wolf, general contractor.
Good day, mate.
Jonas Hoffman, designer and fabricator.
Good day.
Paul Riley, artist and fabricator. If these bully builders complete their expedition in just 5 days, they'll each receive a tool package from Makita, Aesop, and Stanley worth over $4,000.
Good morning. How are we doing today? A little bit nervous? All right, well, enjoy the comforts of the coachman. I'm gonna take those keys. Have a good week, and we'll see you guys later. Get these guys to work. Come on in. I've got one thing to show you before we even get started. This is how much time you're gonna have. You think Australia, one of the first things that come to my mind is maybe a boomerang. So right here, we're doing the Boomerang Snack Shack. We just rode in one this morning. Land Cruiser Entertainment Center. That stuff opens up, so does all of the components. I'm gonna pick a couple of you guys, and tomorrow we're gonna go find one of these, take the plasma cutter and the Sawzall. We gotta cut that bad boy apart. You guys familiar with Ayers Rock? We're gonna build that. It's also a sofa. Let's move outside. We're gonna do the Down Under barbecue. Demo all of this stuff right here. And just because you need a little shade, the crocodile awning is gonna come out right there. All right? Cool, let's knock it out.
To guide them on their journey, Steve summons up an authentic Aborigine.
We actually have the pleasure of having an Aboriginal artist on the crew this week. His name is Lewis, and he's been kind enough to join us for a week and give these guys a hand. His job this week is going to do all the artwork and make this place look authentic, and, you know, he's the man to do it.
I don't know exactly everything that I've got to be doing, but I'm going to be here all week, and we're going to be, I suppose, having a lot of fun.
It's just demo, it's just knock it over.
The team dives in for some deck demo.
4.
Steve's decided that an unused hot tub has to go. But he neglected to tell the family.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know, you tell us.
Well, I can't tell you that. First of all, it's completely against the rules of the game. Come on now.
There's a jacuzzi back there.
There was.
Is?
Maybe.
I can't answer that question. You're a little bit nervous? You're not like...
You know what? I was fine until...
Well, that's the end of the room.
It's a little bit different in person than on TV, that's for sure.
The team's next challenge is how to move a 500-pound barbecue out back without help from a crane, forklift, or even a dolly.
For it, so we got to use some muscle and get this thing off the truck and behind the house for the homeowners see what's going on.
Whoa, hold up.
All right. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
We'll put those 4x off the back of it right now, and then we can lower it so it's in an angle like this and slide it off on the 4x.
Try it really slow.
Okay,
Whoa! I think we're all right.
sorry, it doesn't do slow.
Bring it on down.
Watch your fingers and toes.
They try the Cleopatra method, but that turns out to be a drag.
Slowly. Wanna try dragging it?
Let's try it, just see how it goes.
One, two, three. All right. Keep going straight.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, 10. Fingers and toes.
Well, that explains the weight.
By early afternoon, the lumber arrives and it's time to start building. Johnny takes on the job of extending the deck and building up support for the crockhead. To make sure it all lines up, he uses a laser level.
I set up the tripod, get as level as possible first using a little torpedo level. And that way I don't have to make too many adjustments after I get it up. Then you just kind of tweak the final adjustments once it's in place. And once it's completely level, that's it. It shoots a straight line. My favorite thing to do when I'm not working is ride my dirt bike, local tracks. I love riding my dirt bike. These concrete piers kind of emulate the ones you can see on the existing conditions. So 2 4x4 posts are going to go out here. It's going to support this beam right here. This beam's going to span this distance going across. It's gonna pick up 4x that go back into these existing 4x. Now I got Travis working with me on this, and he seems to be like one step ahead of me, so we're working together pretty well, and it's making it go a lot faster.
Travis works in Hollywood as a set builder.
I'm just cutting the 4x4 beams for the piers right there. I'm gonna cut them a little higher than normal because we're gonna use the laser level to find out the exact height.
Inside, the rest of the team tackles the problem of how to turn a rock into a sofa.
We're trying to figure out how to make this seat happen. If we use the can as a model, just as far as if it had a center pivot and it would roll, it would close and it would open, and there you would have your seat.
I'm telling you, the whole rock just lifts up in the air, and you got lights under it, maybe even a ceiling fan inside of it. Then we're in heaven.
Would it need to have guy wires to guide that up and down?
You need 2 wires, actually.
If we were to double that, we could afford a 36-inch disc.
That's a bad idea.
But actually, this is a good
It's a funny
shape.
idea, but it's a bad idea. I'm absolutely 100% still for this one, even though it's ridiculously big.
Well, we've gone through several versions, mechanics of this.
The only 2 builders so far that I've seen pick up any tools today are Johnny and Travis.
Yeah. What we decided to do was, we did shoot it with the level, and this was perfectly level, but unfortunately the existing deck wasn't. So you get in a situation like this, you kind of take the existing condition, you try to make a nice harmony or union between new and old. And so this basically predicated where this was going to end up.
Inside, there were some questions. We had a little meeting going on inside about the Ayers Rock sofa. And it took about 4 hours to come up with the same idea that they essentially had when they sat down.
Their solution, build a frame out of lumber and plywood. Attach a hinged lid that will become the mountaintop. They'll cover the whole thing with a wire mesh, then spray it with a 2-part polyurethane foam. Decorator Jerry Schwartz arrives to go over the build with Steve.
Nice, big, empty room.
Big, huge room, which is great. What we're doing is, anything that screams Australian outback.
So we need some koalas and wallabies and...
I think so.
Some fun stuff. And
I think so.
A lot of ferns
and the color scheme, you've been there, you know what the color scheme would be. And just know that this is kind of like the family rec room.
Fun.
The fun room.
Sounds great. I'll see you during the week.
See ya. What's that?
Jonas finally gets started on the Ayers Rock couch. The first step is to cut a base from 1-inch plywood.
This is the footprint for the entire couch. So the seating part of the couch is about 6 feet long, so it'll come from about here to about here.
Yeah, I'm kind of Jonah's assistant on this one because my project doesn't really start till tomorrow with the car. Jonas comes from a background of building furniture, and we're building a couch. So he understands the mechanics of how that will work in reference to the cushions and people sitting in it, whereas my background is general mechanics. I'm a carpenter and I'm a welder. But I believe that we're in the honeymoon period of this job.
I just had an idea.
Right on.
I was wondering if you could go ahead and maybe sand this thing down and start doing some cool painting on it.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Perfect, man. I appreciate it.
This table's going to be worth $1 million when I'm finished. So I'm Australian Aboriginal. I make a living making my instruments, didgeridoos, also doing murals on the side of buildings. Basically everything that I'm about is about Aboriginal culture and survival of it.
Artist Paul will take on building the massive 12-foot crocodile head, but all he has to start from is a sketch.
I am scaling out our gator head, drawing it to scale, so that I can accurately make some ribs for it, make a structure for it. I'm an artist, and I make stuff. I did a lot of fun stuff working for the Muppets. In fact, I had to make a bust of Tony Bennett for a special that he was on.
His plan is to make a support skeleton out of plywood panels. By custom cutting each panel, he hopes to minimize the amount of carving he'll need to do once it's sprayed with foam.
Oh, I think I'll get all these cut out today. Oh, yeah.
It's Monday night, and the first day of our build is coming to an end. This deck is basically the floor joists are in. We're gonna go try to find a Land Cruiser tomorrow, cut the front end off, bring that in here, and figure out how to turn that into an entertainment center.
And we all just love it, it's a monster high.
G'day, it's Tuesday.
The The team starts their morning with an expedition to a company that restores old Land Cruisers. Owner Jonathan Ward takes them shopping for an entertainment center.
So you like the Jeep style ones or the wagon?
Man, this is the style that I like.
A little patina like that?
Steve wants a cruiser that looks like it's been in the Outback all its life.
What do you think?
I think I'm looking at an entertainment center.
You're a sick man.
That's perfect. Let's throw some sparks. And that, my friends, is going to be the coolest entertainment center you've ever seen.
Back at the house, John and Travis were hoping to be done with the deck extension, but they've uncovered a major problem. The old deck is riddled with dry rot.
I mean, you can just pull it all off with your fingers.
Yeah, at the bare minimum, this stuff's got to go.
Replacing the rotted wood will add hours to the build.
I think it tremendously. It makes it a lot harder for us to meet our deadline, but either way, I mean, I got kids and they have kids. There's no way.
Well, I don't want to build anything on top of this.
No.
So I say it goes.
They decide to rip out and replace 300 square feet of decking, and artist Lewis decides he'd better give his mates a hand.
Just getting all the nails out.
Paul puts together the makings of a crikey crockhead. His plan is to build it on the ground and lift it into place after it's been foamed and carved.
And then it'll lift right off of these joists and set it up on those joists up there. And the next step is to stick these all together with 1x3 battens to tie them all in. As soon as I add a few more of these, right around the entire perimeter, then I'll start putting the mesh on.
The Land Cruiser cruises in. It's Wendy's job to turn it into an entertainment center. Since it came with no frame, she first needs to fabricate one.
This is the frame for the underbody of the car. It's just a basic structure that's going to bolt to the car frame itself, hold it off the ground. This is the piece here that's going to go under the grill. And then where it extends out front, that's where the bumper's going to go. And then somewhere in the front, I got to figure out where the axle's going to go to hold the wheels on.
Lewis gets back to work on his pool table.
So exactly what is this and what are we doing?
Well, what it is, we're putting the handprints on the table, which is typical in Aboriginal art. If you're in a ceremony and you're in a ceremonial ground, you can see the handprints on the rocks. It represents our ancestors who've left their mark. It's just a way of putting your signature on something.
I think that's as deep as we've ever gotten on Monster House. I don't think we've ever done anything that means anything before.
Nightfall finds Johnny and Travis falling farther behind. Pulling the decking off has revealed even more problems down under.
Under supports were pretty dry rotted as well, and so in order to give it a little more support, we're going to go ahead and slap some nailers across on both sides, strengthen up the cross supports, and it'll give it a lot steadier surface for the deck boards to go on.
I don't have any regrets on my decision to doing this because I can sleep even though after this is done. I can sleep at night knowing that it's good and safe for the kids.
Jonas starts on the lid for the Ayers Rock couch.
But essentially the lid pivots like that.
Basically, the mountain just acts as a cover for the couch. Not bad.
All the woodwork will be done tonight, all the carpentry work. The mesh probably won't go on until the morning.
Our determined builders burn the midnight oil. Wendy test fits the Land Cruiser to her frame.
Yeah, we like it.
Paul staples wire mesh to his crock to get it ready for foaming tomorrow. Then he helps Jonas test out the Ayers Rock sofa.
Say, that's pretty comfy.
And our Thunder from Down Under finishes up his pool table.
In basically a day, this is what he's done. And not only has he done this, but he's also put his pride aside and he's out there lugging wood for the guys. And then when he has a chance, he'll come in and do some of this beautiful artwork.
It's 2 a.m. The deck is finally done, and the team calls it quits.
It's Wednesday.
After just 5 hours of sleep, our bedraggled builders get back to their outback. And exhausted John and Travis start building the posts and beams that will hold the crockhead.
Lewis is all over the place doing everything. His painting is awesome. He's in the paper today because he's a world-renowned artist, and the guy's up there mixing concrete.
Oh, well, at least we don't have to mix it with a shovel.
So, you know, if that's not pretty special, I don't know what is.
Jonas is sitting pretty with his sofa.
We got the whole couch worked out and put together. So we got the door to work. So in the meantime, I've got to get all the wire on it so we can have it shot with the foam, and then the sculptor will start carving it.
Paul adds some Ayers Rock shape to the mesh.
This is a more flexible screen. It's like a window screen. This screen actually gave the couch some structure, and this is going to give it its lovely shape.
Wendy whips up an axle.
These are my hubs for the wheels. We have to have a way to attach the wheels to the car. Our axle. I wanted to do 6 screws to put 1 in each hole, but they looked, you know, a lot like basic hardware screws, so I thought I would just take all that stuff off of it. What's gonna hold the car up is I have 2 support posts here, and then this here is gonna support the back, which is the heavy part where the TV is, so we have a little bit extra structure there.
CPI arrives to spray the first coat of foam on the sofa.
We got the family out for a couple hours, so basically they're going to spray the form for the crocodile head and the Ayers Rock, and then we'll get these guys to start carving that tonight. And the cool thing about that foam is it's class 1 fire rated, which means it's self-extinguishing. It puts itself out. It can't catch on fire. So, Lewis, what do you think so far about the shape of this thing?
Honestly, reckon it could come out at the bottom a bit, you know, like...
Come out more?
Yeah, down to here.
Guys, you hear that? This man's the expert.
Because it's too steep. The ends go down like that.
With the Ayers Rock sofa complete, Paul's crock gets a facial.
That is gnarly, dude. That's awesome.
They're not leaving me with anything to do. It has a great texture on it. I saw myself carving all day tomorrow.
John and Travis have moved on to building the Babby.
Trying to give it the look like it's a shack, you know, that you'd find out in the middle of nowhere. But it's brand new, obviously, so we're trying to build it so it looks a little older than it is.
If this were mine, and I was him, and I was the big brother, I guarantee you, my sister would spend hours in there. You want out? Mom's not here. Shut up. Your boyfriend's on the phone. Shut up, shut up. That'd be me all the time.
With her frame completed, Wendy's Land Cruiser is ready to be parked inside. But the trickiest part of the project is still to come.
We do have a TV that has to lift up and down, and in conjunction with the windshield going up and down, and that might form a little bit of a black hole for me.
It's early evening, and the Babby's almost ready for shrimp.
Just throwing up the corrugated roofing. Steve's coming to lend us a hand. Try to knock this thing out here pretty quick so I can go home and catch some Z's.
Had a good day today. The crocodile's been sprayed with foam. It's got a great shape, some sanding, some carving, ready for the hard coat and paint, and we'll put that thing right up there on Friday. Our Ayers Rock sofa looks good. Right now, he's carving it out. It's almost completely finished and ready for hard coat. Down under barbecue, we need 2 things on there. We need the grill, we need some power, we need some gas. We've got half of the Land Cruiser in there. Right now, it looks good. I want everybody to go home, get a good night's rest, and the next 2 days, wrap this thing up.
It's Thursday.
Lewis comes in extra early to start a mural.
It's 4:30 in the morning and I've just got a bit of a head start on everybody. This one here is going to have an outback sunset on it. It'll be gum trees, kangaroos off in the distance. Yeah, that's better.
The rest of the team wanders out of the bush to get their day started.
We have less than 2 days left on our build. This new part of the deck that we built looks great. We're gonna go ahead and use a wood preservative. We'll spray that all over this raw wood, and it'll be just like it's pressure treated. So we will take care of that because you can't leave it this way. But under these conditions, we had to use this material to match it up to the existing material on the deck.
The goal for today is to get this thing completely finished, get a big red done stamp on that. I want to have this trellis ready to accommodate the alligator and get the boomerang bar completed.
Today, Wendy has to tackle the toughest part of the entertainment center, getting the TV and windshield to move in sync.
Okay, my goal today is to totally get the mechanism set up for the television. We are using the winch system. Yeah, we talked about it this morning. There's many different mechanisms that we could use, but I gotta make this right today.
By 12 o'clock, Lewis has started on his second mural.
I feel pretty fortunate that I've been called in as a consultant to help with the designs, some of the Aboriginal art. Long way from the ocean to the outback, though.
Paul gets the Ayers Rock sofa ready for hard coating.
I am filling in gaps around the couch that were missed yesterday with this expanding urethane foam kit. I just have to work quickly because it sets up very swiftly, and if you stop for too long, you have to change the tip. As soon as I'm done finished shaping that, I think we're going to test fit the crocodile head.
Oh, yeah. It's like carrying a big cooler.
Before hard coating the croc head, the team decides to take it for a test fit.
Totally looks like a boat.
I know.
I've never done this before.
Hope you built this thing good. You guys push it, we'll got it. Go. Okay, and hold. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
It's like a glove.
Yeah.
That rocks. Yeah.
They pull out the crowning piece for the Outback barbecue, and one project is done.
First one.
Wendy has spent all day trying to get the mechanics of the windshield TV to work, but she's not making much progress.
It's all a little at a time. It'll be more evident as we get closer to finishing it.
So Steve decides to intervene.
I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
For a little bit. I need you to go jump on just for a moment because you can work with metal. I need you, in the most polite way possible, to go over there and kind of just step in and work with Wendy a little bit on that entertainment center, because I'm telling you, she's gonna play with that thing until midnight gets here, and it's not gonna happen. Kind of stay on her and keep her focused for me. All right.
Johnny and Travis start the Boomerang Snack Shack. They build a base from 2x4s and 1-inch birch plywood. And Johnny comes up with an improvement to the original design.
This is going to be the base cabinet of the snack bar. We're going to suspend the actual boomerang top about 6 inches above the cabinet, so it kind of looks like it's suspended like a boomerang flying through the air.
All right. Let's get together and get this thing off so we can get it ready for hard coat. A little bit more. Coughing this thing down. All right. That was a piece of cake. So tomorrow this thing's gonna be hard coated, and then it's gonna weigh like an extra 100 pounds. So this is definitely a monster. Here's what's going on. Outback Steakhouse has decided, since it's the Outback House, to come by and feed us all this beautiful feast. We have a coachman full of people, football players, family, friends, family members. Are you guys hungry at all? Anybody want to go grab a bite to eat? All right, well, come on out, follow me. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
Outback Steakhouse, right, thank you.
Big time.
The team gets back to work on an overfull stomach.
I am so full right now. I need to start working just to work some of it off.
Jonas is still helping Wendy with the TV mechanism, but he's having doubts about her plan.
Hey, Jonas, Wendy, how's it going over there?
One moment at a time.
I have the winch almost in place upstairs. And now we're just working out the logistics of how to mount these, the glides, so that we get a nice smooth travel of that platform.
Kind of sounds like the plot to kill Batman, which we all know never works. It always comes down to the mechanical stuff. Last minute and bottom of the ninth, and it don't work.
Wendy ran into some problems with how to make all this come together. So in the last hour or so, I've, as much as I hesitate to, jumped in and sort of started to push some decisions.
I guess maybe the wise thing is just to stay until the mechanical part is done.
The team pushes themselves into another late night. The boys bang out their boomerang.
This is beautiful.
Lewis shows off yet another skill, dentistry.
Lewis is over here making some teeth for us. That's a crocodile tooth if a crocodile's that big.
I'll do about a dozen and then see how it's looking. We'll space them out and see how it looks.
This is the croc that's gonna live up off the roof. We've decided to name her Sheila. It's Paul's baby. He wants to name her Sheila. Her name is now officially Sheila.
But by 2 in the morning, Jonas and Wendy still seem to be baffled.
The mechanics are what holds it up.
I have no idea whether or not it'll get done tonight. We're gonna keep working on it until we are too tired to work anymore, and then we're gonna go home.
And we all just love it, it's a monster high.
It's Friday. Morning. Buenos dias.
Lewis is full of energy, but the rest of the crew is dragging.
A little sleepy, a little slow, a little sore.
It was a bit of a gamble to stay so late last night. You know, we've only got this one last day to get this whole build completed.
It's Friday morning. This crocodile head looks like a crocodile head.
Getting rid of a lot of the grinder lines, the carving lines.
We're gonna hard coat that, and the air's rotten, and then get ready to paint it. Down there, we've got the Boomerang Snack Shack. It's 95% done.
I'm just gonna kind of create some kind of a, you know, ergonomical situation back here so they can put plates or snacks or whatever, and put the microwave in here.
It's coming down to one thing. It's gonna come down to the Land Cruiser Entertainment Center.
But the Land Cruiser TV has turned into the Great Barrier Project. Wendy has been working on it since Tuesday, but the mechanical systems still don't work.
The part I'm not so confident with is the raising and lowering of the TV. We realized our downfall yesterday was lack of brain power. I mean, we knew what we had to do, but you measure something, then you forget what you measured and where it went, and that's just from lack of sleep.
Lewis wants the team to leave their mark on this build, Aborigine style.
This is the wall where I want to put all the builders' handprints on it. It's kind of like our signature, and that's typical of Australian cave or rock art. All right, thanks.
Cool, thanks.
Next. You should have been a hand model.
I know. That's what people tell me.
Just gonna look at it and then look over.
Basically, it's our way of signing the whole job.
Almost ready to get a done stamp on this bad boy.
Johnny and Travis have finished the shelves for the snack shack, and it's ready to be hauled inside. One small problem. Nobody thought to measure the door.
Take all this off now or not?
Looks good here.
What's wrong with it being right here?
Well, we're opposites. Some... Ease it in. Slide it all away now.
Now we're gonna swing our ends in. Is it getting heavier or am I getting weaker? I can't wait to see it painted.
By early afternoon, the TV rig is finally showing signs of progress.
Jonas and I finally got this slide to happen. The TV gets mounted in here. Then this gets mounted to the base of the car so that when we pull from above, it goes up.
Jonas welds together a roll bar that will hold a pulley, allowing the TV to be raised and lowered by the winch. Meanwhile, Wendy is still working on a way to lower the windshield.
I'm gonna need some kind of a curved hinge and some kind of a straight bar, maybe with a little slide in it. So the TV will go up, so maybe grab it halfway. As the windshield goes down, and you'll be sitting on your Aries Rock couch over there watching TV.
Johnny's been keeping an eye on her progress.
Last night, Wendy and I were talking a little bit, and she admitted to me that she's having a hard time prioritizing the tasks that are left on the Land Cruiser project. So she asked me to kind of prioritize it. But we want to get it up into the game room to kind of see how it fits and start fabricating the balance of it up there. We really want to test this thing within the next hour or so, get all the bugs worked out.
Nice.
And it matches up to the back black line.
My only concern right now is getting the roll bar here. The roll bar, the whole thing hinders on the roll bar. Roll bar's got to go in so that the pulley system can work, so the TV can go up. Jonas, how are we looking, dog?
It'll be grown in a minute.
Is there anything else
I need you to wrap your mind around what's going on up there.
Okay, so what?
Double check everything everybody else does, because nobody else is using their head very much. None of this is drawn, so we're just guessing it.
I'm gonna be right back.
Cool.
With the team's faith in Wendy fading, Johnny decides to step in.
Jonas is trying to say that there's no design for the pulley system yet.
There's gonna be a pulley here on the frame. It's gonna go there, it's gonna go up. What I need off of this is something that goes back to catch a pulley, because there's one pulley here, and then there's one pulley there.
Put a pulley in my hand. I want to see what a pulley is. I want it in my hand. Okay, this is a pulley. So this is going like that.
Right.
Okay, this one, since it's on the back of the frame, would be like that. Correct?
Now this one goes like this.
Like this, so the cable goes around it?
You have to go up straight and then over and then down.
Because we need the time to troubleshoot this. We gotta have time to troubleshoot.
I wanted to test this thing.
Keep it simple. That's the worst mistake that can be made, is overthinking this stuff, guys.
So we're gonna find one idea. Well, I don't care if it's the worst or the best, whatever we think seems to be the best at the time, we're gonna go with that and take a chance, roll the dice, and see where it comes up.
Just as the team is starting to get nervous, they're hit by another potential disaster.
All right, situation is the guy showed up to hard coat the crocodile and the sofa, and because of some mechanical problems, we have to ship this out to another location so they can spray them there. This shouldn't present a problem because they're both done, ready for paint, ready to be put up. They'll be back in a couple of hours. We'll put those things in place.
Jonas has been welding the roll bar for over 2 hours, and Johnny is getting impatient.
Please tell me this is done. You gotta multitask. This is only a roll bar, dude. This is nothing. This is welding.
I know, but if I get this done, I can help. If you keep talking to me...
Okay, then go put it in and make it fit. I don't like to lose anything. I didn't come here so I could fail.
I swear to God, the clock has sped up since noon this noon today.
At 6:45, the roll bar is finally finished. As Jonas installs it, Wendy rigs pulleys to put her design to the test.
I'm gonna push this button. In theory, the winch is going to spin, pull the cables to the pulleys, and lift up the basket that the TV will ultimately reside in.
So it's doing what it's supposed to do, is what you're saying.
Nice job, Wendy.
The TV rig works, but it only solves half the problem. They still need to figure out how to make the windshield go up and down.
How's that windshield gonna work? I need to know that.
Let me do it.
Okay.
Give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. We're running out of time. So I'm gonna just do this as a, oops, wrong one. Do this as a little quick guess of a solution. So we'll zip tie a pulley to here. Then I'm gonna zip tie a pulley to there. Zip tie a pulley down there. Well, actually, that'll be a hard mount to the TV, so that when the TV goes up to here, it'll all work in tandem. When it comes down, it'll go up.
I just assumed when Wendy took on her role that she had started to think in her mind about how this was all gonna work out. And it seems like she had a lot of the aesthetics down, you know, where the cabinets go, where the stereo fits, you know, all that kind of stuff. But the important stuff, like how the windshield folds down, has not been thought of until the end of the build. And I'm surprised by that.
Lewis steers clear of the commotion, calmly giving the boomerang his Aboriginal touch. With time running out, Jonas helps Wendy test her latest plan for the windshield.
You think that tape's gonna hold that cable?
No.
Well then,
But it doesn't need
try
to hold
it.
because
Just try what you want to try.
Yeah.
Don't give me any more tape. Just try it. I'm gonna hold it. Yeah, that didn't work.
Johnny takes over while Wendy hurries to wire up the headlights. Off on his own, our artist toys with the windshield problem.
The windshield actually sits about there, like that. This will be a piece of that RHS. Bolted to the side. Weld another section on here. I'm going to have another piece fixed to the base of the television or on the side, some up a little bit. And then a pivoted bit there and there. If it works here, I'll try and build it on the car.
In theory, the winch is going to spin, pull the cables to the pulleys, and lift the pivot. I just have it backwards.
I reckon I figured it out. And if we can...
But Johnny and Jonas are too lost in their own problems to take in Lewis's suggestion. So Lewis just starts welding.
Listen up, you got 3 hours, all right? It is last call.
How can we not figure this out, dude? I'm so freaking fried. How can we not figure this out? It's not hard.
I think we should look at what he's doing because I think we have 0 right now. I really do. Okay. We're close, but we don't have anything.
Come over and have a look at this.
Fast running out of options, they decide to give Lewis's idea a second look.
Okay, let's try it. Let's just try something.
All right, so we're gonna test it out, see if the modifications worked. All the way up. That's it. That's the winning combination. Do that, make it look good.
Lewis is a gem, absolute gem. He is magic. He's definitely brought something special that none of us will ever forget. It's awesome.
But Lewis isn't about to start bragging.
I was the lucky one.
Why?
Well, the idea is, got to choose who they go to.
At just before 11, the crock and couch are back from hard coating.
Onto the...
They lift this queen of crocks to her place above the Outback.
We gotta swing the nose up and over. One thing at a time. Swing the front around.
Watch your fingers.
We're there, we can settle it down. Take it down.
Yeah! That's my favorite thing in the world.
They hurry the Ayers Rock couch inside. With only 18 minutes left, the team fits Sheila with their new set of choppers.
This thing's awesome.
As the clock strikes midnight, our team strolls across the finish line.
I can't tell you how happy I am about the way this has turned out.
And a lot of the credit goes to a man who was only here to do some painting.
I want you to look around at all of this beautiful artwork that has been done. We know where it came from. And on top of that, the artist, while doing all this, was digging holes, pouring concrete, helping frame a deck, and also saved everybody's asses. This man right here.
I just want to thank you and everybody that I work with, and especially the builders. I learned a lot.
Thanks for being here. Guys, everybody, big group hug. You guys all stink, who cares? Big group hug. I got some goodies for you. From Makita, an 18-volt cordless combo kit, a top-handle jigsaw, and a 10-inch compound miter saw. From ESOB, the Oxwell Deluxe cutting and welding outfit, and a plasma cutter. And from Stanley, a 151-piece professional builder's kit and Songs from the House by Dan McKenzie, the Monster House CD. There you go, guys. Congratulations.
But before the Souls family can head out back, decorator Jerry Schwartz needs to work her magic.
Lewis gave us some hints on the authentic colors of Australian outback. I have Aboriginal art, some handmade trivets, kind of a little bit of everything. Beef jerky is so huge in Australia, so I thought every snack shack should have some good beef jerky. These are actually the old wood from this part that I am standing on that they rebuilt. So I had one of the boys cut the ends for me, and then I painted them up. And I know some people who made me this table and chairs. Shrimp on the barbie, very important in Australia. They're gonna have summertime blasts.
I'm gonna go make sure we're ready. In just a couple minutes, I'm gonna come get you and move you back into your new Monster House.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Couple minutes.
Hi.
I got some good news for you.
Yeah?
It's just about time to move into your house.
Ah.
Got you out of the coachman,
All
back
right.
in your Monster House. You ready?
Yes. We're ready.
All right, come on with me. Yep. Well, we've got a crowd over here for you.
The entire neighborhood joins the builders to watch on a monitor out front.
Monster House! Monster House! Monster House!
Well, come on in. Welcome to the Outback. Let me explain a couple things to you. We almost had to lose your pool table. Then I decided I can't take your pool table out of here, so we had Lewis whip this up for you. And look at all these. Of course, you got the Australian flag, a couple didgeridoos over there, boomerangs, of course.
That's amazing.
He did the murals. This is all the builders and myself. There's the signatures. So what do you think so far? Look in this direction. Are you cool with everything? Is this awesome?
This is
awesome. This is called the Boomerang Snack Shack. Have a
Pull
seat.
up and see.
Completely handcrafted. This was all raw materials last week.
Yes.
And to come back here, I got a couple things to show you. Refrigerator back here, all wired up, microwave. Talk to me. What do you think?
This is great. Oh, this is awesome.
Floored.
Oh, yeah.
I got some more stuff to show you.
Oh, this is...
Are you familiar with Ayers Rock?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this is Ayers Rock. It's not just Ayers Rock, it's an Ayers Rock sofa.
All right.
So go ahead, have a seat. And I've got a trick for you in a little bit. I'm going to show you what else you can do with this thing. But you got to wonder what you're looking at sitting here on your Ayers Rock sofa. So we did cut this Land Cruiser in half. But we have to make it more than just a Land Cruiser. It's also your entertainment center with your 42-inch plasma screen television. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Oh, yes.
And here are your components right there. And just in case it's dark in the Outback, also, you got lights just in case it's dark. What do you think about that?
That's nice.
Come on out, let me take you outside. I got a couple more things to show you. So you said something about a crocodile the other day. I bet you didn't expect it to be 22 feet long. I love it.
That is sweet.
You outdid yourself.
Yes,
Oh
well,
my
I have to
God.
say, I think we did. But we also, we
More than
redid your deck
Yeah.
here.
Oh, wow.
Because what I'm about to show you over here is really heavy. From Cal Spas, you got a new barbecue. Oh, yeah. Shrimp, little shrimp on the Barbie.
Shrimp on the Barbie.
Well, let's go over here and have a seat. Here you go. You each get a kebab. Are you digging it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You think you're going to enjoy this place?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. That's exactly what I want to. That's exactly what I want to hear. Once again, some happy Monster homeowners right here.
Yep.
Nice. I like this so much. What are you doing? No!
Until next time, when who knows, the monster may be coming to your house.
In the outback, never travel alone, where the crocodile lurk and the kangaroo roam. In the outback, wild beasts run free. Your only hope is the Aborigine.